What do you want? For I want peace in my life. Atsat, what do you want? For I want nobody to die. Putin, what do you want? For I want this world to be bright. Him, what do you want? As I just want everyone to smile.
Well, it's official, folks. The whole country is shutting down all the pool halls, all the billiard halls throughout the whole country. And you would think that it was because of COVID, but it's not. And quite frankly, I agree with them. I'm sick and tired of it too. That goddamn white ball knocking around all the black balls all the time and all the colored balls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Safety with Fat Boy. It is Wednesday night, October 7th. And as every Wednesday night, it is What Do You Want Wednesday, where we take all the questions that have come in over the last 2 weeks, because last week we were off. And we answer all the questions to the best of our ability, to the best of our knowledge, me, Fat Boy, and Del Bell. Now, real quick, I just want to say before we get started, we had a ton of questions. The only questions that we are considering are questions that are asked on posts about Safety with Fat Boy. Some questions are coming in on posts that have absolutely nothing to do with it. We are not asking them questions. If you have questions, ask them on those posts. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce a man that needs no introduction whatsoever. Here's Fat Boy.
Thank you, Big T, for that very beautiful introduction.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Safety with Fat Boy. You're very fucking lucky. What the fuck do you want?
What the fuck do you people want?
It is Wednesday night. What the fuck do
Crispy's
you
not
want?
here, so
Yeah, where is Crispy, by the way? Well, we'll get to that. Yeah, we're going to get to that.
We're going to get to Crispy Cream very soon. Something very special for you folks today. Tonight here with us is my rolling mate, everybody's favorite one-legged slanty-eyed Pollock, Del Bell. Come on in and say hi to the
I'm
folks.
in.
As always,
Fresh off of her
as always, we have Mimi.
And Mimi,
Is she cooking?
no, she became a little shy this week, so she's holding the Halloween pop holders in front of the thing.
I got you.
You know, so. All right, so.
What is that you're using as a pointer there?
This is the Witch's Brew. It's Halloween. It's the 9,000 days of Halloween. It's Fat Boy.
Why are you stealing my brew?
Got some sweeping to do.
Why is it so small?
That's what she said.
Because you only have one leg?
That's right.
She's only got one leg. That's why the broom's so small.
So we're going to get started right now.
We're going to jump
Fat
right
Boy,
in
get started
to
with the
tonight's question.
Who wants to know?
Started?
Who the fuck wants to know what?
We're going to get started, folks.
Do we got a lot
So
of
tonight,
questions?
we're getting started.
Oh.
Tonight,
Sweet.
we're going to start with Sean from Adrian, Michigan. What the
Sean,
fuck,
how you doing, Sean? Sean, listen, Sean.
What the fuck do you want first thing, okay?
You know, well, the second thing is, Sean, Sean, you never even acknowledged the fact of you receiving your little gift in the mail from us.
Did he get it?
No. Well, listen, it was sent out a week and a half ago. Did he get it? You tell me.
I hope so.
What's it going, Pony Express? What the fuck is it that Sean
Well,
wants?
Sean's very fucking annoying.
PPPI on the case. Took him forever to get
Yeah, it did. Well, he walked. What does Sean want, Fat Boy?
Sean wants to know, very fucking annoying by the way, whose hand was that? He is referring to...
Were you using your hand again? You and that masturbation
Yes, but I can
shit.
guarantee Sean didn't see that.
Our last appearance from the Swamis, what was it, 2 Thursdays ago, we took a week off. During that episode, there was a hand seen in the corner of the screen going up and down and pressing buttons on a phone. That, actually, Sean, you're very fucking lucky, was our Easter egg that night.
You're
So,
very lucky, Sean.
very fucking lucky.
Very lucky.
This is how we announce the Easter eggs now a lot of the times. Sean, send either myself, Del Bell, Krispy Kreme, or Big T your address in instant message, and we will send you out a $10 gift card, a $10 gift card, and an autographed picture of the crew. You're very fucking lucky. Stop asking these annoying fucking questions.
Yeah, it's very annoying, Sean, with the who's
And I just want to say,
whose
Sean,
foot is that?
Ask,
You were
ask
the
him,
first
no, why,
person-
because that was the Easter egg.
You
so.
were the first person to get one of our Easter eggs in quite a while. I believe it's been over a month.
Yeah.
The whole season 6, nobody got our Easter eggs. You're the first one to get an Easter egg out of
What?
season 6.
one thing that I've learned since doing this, since we are on Facebook, we're in our own group, and we're on YouTube, and we have the app, plus we can see there's millions of views, I'm sorry, hundreds of views, maybe 1,000, that these people must be loaded, because none of them ask any questions, they get sent
It's
money.
so funny because I went, where was I? I forget where I was. And somebody came up to me and said, "You guys are so funny," and I had no idea what she was talking
All right,
about.
cool story, guys. Next,
Next.
we
We're
got a
all
show
in
to
trouble
do.
now.
We got a show to do. Next, we have Duncan Donut from Quincy, Massachusetts.
Duncan.
What the fuck, Duncan?
Dunkin' Donut.
Duncan Donut
Duncan.
from Quincy,
You
Massachusetts.
can't make this shit up, folks. Quincy, Massachusetts is
Duncan.
actually where
Dunkin'.
Dunkin' Donuts originated.
Well, that was Dunkin' Donuts. This is Duncan.
Dunkin'
Duncan.
Donuts,
This
you
is
know, play on
Duncan.
words, but just Google it and you'll see. And go look on Facebook. This is a real person. What does Dunkin' Donut want to know?
Duncan Donuts wants to know, where's Krispy Kreme?
Jealous, Dunkin'?
I think, well, you
Jealous
see,
of
the
the
thing
other
is,
donuts?
I sent Duncan a friend request when I realized that him and Krispy Kreme did grow up together. They fell out. They had a big falling apart when one of them got really popular and the other one sort of went downhill, and then it went back and forth. Now apparently America runs on Duncan, and it became a big thing. Well, I reached out to Duncan and said, if things don't work with Krispy Kreme, would you come be on the show? So maybe that's why he's asking.
Oh.
Krispy Kreme is still a part of our show, Duncan.
He is
Not
still
yet,
part of our
bud.
show.
Not yet. But I will keep you in mind,
Duncan, it sounds like you have donut envy. That's what it sounds like.
It does sound like you have donut
Little
envy.
donut envy.
Is your yeast right?
Krispy Kreme. I got it.
Next.
A little worried that your hole is bigger than his. Next.
Next we have Ed from Arcadia, Florida.
Eddie.
Ed, you're very lucky.
Very lucky, Ed.
What
We're
the
gonna-
fuck
We're going to tell
do
you
you
why.
want?
What is it that you're looking for, Ed? You're always asking these questions. I have to wonder about you. What does she want to know?
Is there going to be a pot plant in every yard? Ed's referring to how we've promised with our presidential campaign and chicken in every pot, car in every garage. If you don't have a garage, we'll build you a fucking garage. If you don't have a chicken, we'll give you
Don't
some
worry,
eggs.
we get little chips.
We'll get you a Rhode Island Red. You chop the head off that Rhode Island Red and...
It's still running.
Yeah. Anyway,
You calling me a chicken
but
fucker?
is there
You a
is
chicken blocker?
if you're elected, will you give Ed and everyone else a pot plant?
Ed, listen, you sent me the $50.
I'll send you the
I sent you the
seeds.
seeds. I already sent him the seeds.
Oh, you
You sent me
sent
the
them?
money for him. I sent him the seeds. He was very lucky
Are
to
they
receive
growing?
those.
Another one that didn't post it on Facebook that he got the seeds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You never posted that you got the
Very
seeds.
ungrateful you are, Ed.
Actually, when you instant messaged me that you got the seeds, the next day you changed your entire Facebook.
Oh,
To a
that's
new one.
Right, with the new one. That's
Yeah.
and no profile.
And
No profile.
Right. It's coming back.
Starting to think you're trying to
Now
get one
I know
over on
why.
us.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
Ed,
got
there
it.
will be a pot plant in your yard for sure if you know how to grow them seeds correctly. You are in Florida, so good luck.
Good luck with that shit, Ed, down there. You
But,
can't even make pizza down there. Not with that humidity. No. Things
Did
don't
you-
rise as well in
Nothing
Florida. Ed.
rises. I was gonna say the same thing.
No. Next.
I mean,
Have you ever been in Florida?
I've lived there.
I've been there.
Did it rise?
I learned to play poker there.
Did it rise?
Next, we have Anna from Barnegat, New Jersey.
Anna, how you
Jersey.
doing, honey? How you doing?
Hi, Anna.
You know, she's never asked a question before.
What
she's-
the
fuck
What
do
the
you want,
fuck
Anna?
are you looking for?
Anna, what the fuck do you want?
You're always
Anna
looking
wants
for
to know
validation.
who the fuck is walking around outside. Now, she is referring to also, this was a rant you did at the end of season 6.
Correct.
I
And
was
what
not
happened
there.
that day? Yeah, you were not there. We were actually in the studio in Wuhan, and outside behind.
You were.
After his rant, it came over to me, and then went back to Big T. And in the background, you could see people outside. Well, they heard the rant and started discussing the rant that he was talking about, and got into a big argument with each other. I believe it was about your friends dying or something.
Correct. About people dying.
And they started arguing because they recently had a brother die. They were all family, and they started arguing back and forth about who saw him last.
And what you didn't see was when we ended that show, that fight continued, and we finally had to yell out the window, nobody gives a fuck about your friends. Remember when you did that? when you yelled that out the window? Yeah.
Nobody cares about your friends.
Yeah,
I'm glad I wasn't there.
yeah, and then that's when it broke up, basically, and the siren, the
Listen,
cops started
Del
coming.
Bell's leg died years ago. Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody
Who,
cares.
who fucking cares? I don't even.
Listen, when it first dies, you know, boo-hoo, boo, but you know.
And honestly, I believe I did see Del Bell's leg last.
I think I do better without it. All the men are jealous.
I can't tell. Next.
Look at that. Okay.
Next, we have, oh, look at that. Cowo
Cowo
from
from
Boise. Hello, Cowo.
Pretty lady.
A nice lady.
What is,
What the
fuck you are, Carol? From Howell. Carol, if you remove from Howell, we'll never answer your questions on this show again.
You have to stay in Howell forever,
Look, you
Carol.
ready? You ready? Cowell
Cowell.
from Jackson, it just wouldn't work.
It just doesn't work.
Lakewood, Cowell from Lake.
Cowo from Tom's River.
No,
Like, it just doesn't work.
No, Cowell from Howell, that works just.
That's
Yeah.
it.
What does Carol want to know?
Oh my God, who died? It was the neighbor's brother. We just discussed it.
We're letting you know who died, Carol.
Yeah, he died, and they started arguing about it.
They were mad because of what I was saying about people dying, and they started arguing about their friends dying, and then it was like a pyramid scheme because it all came crashing down.
It did come crashing down in the
It
end.
didn't work, and the
It
side
was almost like when Mimi died.
Remember
like
when Mimi died?
When Mimi died.
When Mimi died. Mimi died.
This guy
is
fell
Mimi's
apart.
sister.
This guy fell apart, and it.
Well, listen.
So if Mimi died, is this Mammy?
This is Mimi's sister, Mammy. Mammy. We've been saying Mammy the whole time. Mimi died years ago.
Long time ago.
Somebody bit her. and she
Brandon
went out the
from
window.
Dillsburg, PA, can tell you all about it.
Brandon from Dillsburg and Fat Boy from, at the time, Newark, Delaware. And at the time, our boy Joshy from, at that time, I guess from Wellsville, PA. We were all in the car. And I said, where's Mimi? Because I hadn't seen her around. And them three knew that Mimi had passed away. And they let me know. Did I not lose it in the back of that car? Did I not immediately make you take me to an adult bookstore?
It was bad. He wanted to go to the masseuse, and then we decided to hit the adult bookstore. We chose the bookstore because we felt that the toy store would be a little bit too much seeing all the other dolls.
All the other Mimis and Mammies.
Ah.
Yeah.
Especially if we would have
Are
found a
you
little
shedding?
Asian midget. You look. I am shedding.
Fat Boy's losing his hair. Next.
Next, we have Mary from Magnolia, Mississippi.
Mary.
Soon,
There you
California.
are.
Mary, Magnolia.
Mary,
Sassoon.
you don't have to hide anymore.
No, it's
As
over.
you
No, it's
saw
over.
last night.
They're looking
for
Sammy.
Listen, they're looking for Sammy.
It's
They
Sammy.
found
Sammy's
out
the killer.
It was Sammy.
It was
Sammy's-
Sammy.
and she tried to frame all of us.
It was genius with
Did
all
you
that
hear
skin
her
she got
take-
from us.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, did you see that? How she took off? It
Well, of
shows her
course,
name.
because she never thought. Listen, it was a genius plan.
Sitting right in front of. You know how many times Peter Piper requested Sammy to be with him to film this stuff
And
because he
he
didn't
wouldn't.
trust
She
anybody
wouldn't.
else.
Right.
She manipulated us all.
Right, and because she got skin from all of us, she used that to plant
As-
evidence to try to make it look like all. And the
all of
only
us.
person that no one ever thought did it, even though the evidence was planted, was me. Everyone else was under a very tight microscope.
That's not what Peter Piper said last night.
That's right, and
Ne-
me either.
Next,
Next, we're gonna answer Mary's question.
can I just say one thing real quick?
We gotta answer Mary's question.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was Mary's question?
Next, we're gonna answer Mary's question. You're very annoying. You had to keep your lines pinned to your chest. Now she's referring to, what was this? This was earlier this week, correct? That was Monday for your
It
rant?
was before we took the week off.
Before we took a week
Before
off.
we
This is
took-
still the end of season 6.
Okay, Mary, may I?
Go ahead.
Okay, a couple of things, Mary.
Go
Number
ahead.
one, okay, the first thing is, Mary, we have no lines. Whether you believe it or not, we have no lines. No lines
No.
whatsoever.
Ever.
Number two, if we did have lines, like when, there was one time when we had lines. When me and Fat Boy did the Abbott
Did the
Costello
skit.
routine,
We had a
who's
lot
our
of
first?
lines.
We memorized.
so many lines.
You didn't see things pinned to our shirt and our pants.
And I'll
when
tell
we
you
do
what,
who's our
without the
first.
drugs, we probably wouldn't have been able to pull that skit off.
That's correct. That's correct. We tried it both ways, and with the drugs was the way it
We
worked.
we needed the lines for that show, but that show only.
That was it. That was the only one we needed lines for. But we didn't have lines attached all over the place, like nuts, like hanging from the ceiling or anything.
We're professionals.
We're
Mary.
professionals. We memorized it. But let me show you, Mary, exactly what it was that was pinned to my chest on that show. Send prayers. Next.
Next, we have Anthony from Newark, Delaware. Anthony, what the fuck do you want, Anthony?
Anthony is let Del Bell know who Anthony is.
Anthony is a longtime friend of mine. I've known him my whole life. So, we just recently reconnected, and Anthony, he has a few ideas for the show and was interested in the show and wants to get involved, and we're hoping to have him maybe join our
maybe
cast.
join our cast.
In the future, we'd like to talk to him about it.
And I want to apologize real quick because Anthony, when I first met you, which was just about a week ago, when you were talking to him, what is that called? FaceTime? When you're talking on the computer?
Yeah.
Anthony, I'm just so used to this that when I figured it was okay to take a shower right there and talk to you while Fat Boy was talking, I didn't realize how offended you would have been.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm always in the bathroom when he takes a shower. He wants me in there with him, not for any safety reason or anything. We're just kind of weird like that.
And now
But-
you know why I stay away.
Correct. And also, Anthony, I'm not sure why your face came real up close to the camera on the computer and said, "Where is it?" We weren't sure what you were talking about when you said, "Where is it?" We didn't know what he was talking about.
I mean, it was very dark down there, but...
So what does Anthony want to know?
Anthony wants to know, where do I send my questions for Wednesday?
Ta-da!
I think you might have just figured it out, bud.
Ta-da! Anthony, either comment your question in the comments on any of our videos or any of our stuff for Safety with Fat Boy, or you can actually send it an instant message to Fat Boy, Del Bell, Mammy, or myself. Just don't ask a question on any other post of any of ours, because those we will not consider, because we have a tough enough time keeping up with everything that's coming in on our posts, so we could miss them, so we don't consider them.
I mean, listen, half the time I ignore all my posts. You know, so yeah, definitely go for Safety with Fat Boy. Comment on those.
But we would like to know what you're curious about, Anthony, because you seem like a curious young man.
He's very curious.
Very curious,
I mean,
yes.
once he did see what he was looking for in that video, he just couldn't look away.
Next,
Next, we have Laura from Newark, Delaware.
Laura.
Laura, what the fuck do you...
Always my favorite, Laura. Always.
I
my
like
favorite.
Laura.
Yeah, I like.
I
Laura.
want to know what's going on with you guys and Laura.
Well, listen, since day one of us.
You're just jealous because you're not part of the threesome.
Does her husband know?
I didn't
Who cares?
Know. I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know.
I
It's
didn't
you, her
know.
husband, and her.
Yes.
Shock.
Laura, your
Krispy
husband's a very lucky
Kreme,
man.
Yeah. So, but I forgot. What does Laura want to know?
Laura wants to know, you think we have issues? Now, she is saying this directly to Big T, I believe.
Oh.
Okay, so I don't know exactly which episode it was because it's been mentioned many times, where I will say to you people viewing, you people are fucked up. You people have problems. You people have issues. Now, why do I say that? Well, because more than half of you are closet viewers. That alone tells me you have some issues, okay? Closet viewers who won't react and won't comment and won't say anything at all. Oh, every now and then, like Mike
But
T.
then when you run into us on the outside, go,
Right.
that's some funny shit.
Right. I mean, you got like Mike T from Newark, Delaware, lucky, you're very lucky, who will comment and say, I never watched a single, you know, you got your liars, basically is what I'm saying. But
We got the
but when you say to us, you think we have issues, meaning you think we have issues, I mean, who has the issue? Where are the issues? Where are we laying the line for the issues here?
I don't know. On the floor?
I have a funny feeling that Mammy might be coming into play.
Listen, all I really have to say about it is I blame the Democrats.
Did you see the debate? Who wouldn't blame the Democrats? I mean, the Democrats gave Trump COVID 2.0 right there at the debate. I blame the Democrats too.
Yeah. Oh, I sure do.
It was the Democrats that gave Trump the COVID.
Yes, because they're so stupid. But in that case, they were very ingenious of how to keep that boxed up and give it to no one else except for the two Trumps. That was an ingenious plan for people who are so stupid. Next,
Next, we have Johnny from St. Augustine.
What's the name?
Johnny.
Johnny.
From
Johnny.
Johnny.
what? Am I saying it wrong?
No, I just didn't hear you.
It's Johnny.
Johnny.
John.
How did John?
John.
Hand me the John.
John from St. Augustine, Florida. What the fuck do you want?
What the fuck?
What the fuck do you want?
I mean,
John,
you know, we are busy
Johnny wants
people.
to know what you got to do to get a shirt like y'all wear. That's how she wrote it, folks.
That's exactly true. What
y'all
what you all gotta do
to get a shirt
get
like
a shirt
y'all
like
wear.
y'all wear. Now, number one,
Johnny, I just want to say, Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah,
John.
yeah,
John. It's a John.
Whatever.
Yeah,
The shirts that we get are gifts.
gifts from our
So-
viewers.
And we don't gift to people
We
in West
don't
Virginia.
give to
Yeah.
gift.
We don't gift to people in
However-
West Virginia.
However,
And if you're not in West Virginia,
You
I mean,
should be, because-
listen to the
Check
way
your-
you.
your,
but
What you got to do to get a shirt like y'all wear?
Ooh, yeah.
Black gold,
So,
Texas tea.
Well, the first thing you know, John's a millionaire. Kim folks said, John, move away from
You're
there.
gone.
Say California is the place you ought to be. She's I'm saying right here, West Virginia, Tennessee. Johnny, here's what we'll do, Johnny, for you and you only. Send prayers, and you might get a shirt. Because when people send prayers, apparently people get better. They don't need doctors. They don't need hospitals. All you got to do is send prayers. So send prayers, and maybe you'll get a shirt.
Simple prayers. If you say, if you
Are you a
have
prayer
faith,
warrior?
if you just think about this shirt and in faith alone, I mean, you could, where'd your shirt come from?
What the fuck do you want? Next.
Next, we have Fran from Whiting, New Jersey.
Fran. You know, Fran, like Laura, you started becoming one of my favorites, but I have to tell you something. Something's not right.
I got something to say to her too. You know what,
Go ahead.
Fran? What the fuck
What
do you want?
Yeah, because Fran, we're trying our best to, what's the word I'm looking for, indulge her, and something's wrong. What? Please read her question. This came to me straight from text message. We're not making this up.
I'm ready when you are.
Hey.
Should I send my portfolio?
Hey.
Now, what you don't hear in there is the text that happened before that. What she wanted to know, again, like we addressed 2 weeks ago when the new Krispy Kreme was here with the new face and the plastic
Right.
surgery
Oh, yeah.
from your bed. We did a whole thing from your bed. What you don't see there is the text that came before that is, so can I be on the show? When can I be on the show? Well, we addressed this 2 weeks ago,
Correct.
right? So when she started texting me this, we had it back and forth going, right? You were there. Back and forth, I mean, it was rolling. It was rolling. I was answering, she was answering. So finally I says to her, the very last one I can show you. So, meaning this morning, tomorrow morning at 9:30, is that okay for you? And it was as if Francis fell off the face of the earth.
I
Because
didn't hear
it
nothing from him.
stopped right there. So what am I to assume? That I should just go see her at 9:30 when she doesn't say yes or no or fuck you or anything? So,
I
once
mean,
again,
listen, when she said, should I send my portfolio? And then he sent back about the shower scenes and all that. That's when he said 9:30.
listen, Francis,
Fran, he still belongs to me.
we're waiting to hear from you, Francis, okay? Del Bell, Fat Boy, I think they'll all back me up in this. We would love to have her on the show.
Absolutely.
Would we not love to
I
have her
think it would
sitting
be,
right here, right now, next to Mammy?
Well, we could kick Mammy out or pin her to a wall and let Fran sit.
And if we had no tape to pin
I
the
like
wall,
when we pin her to the
yeah,
wall.
I do too, but we might not have any tape. But you know what we would do for you, Francis, if you were here? Fuck you, Mammy. Mammy?
Mammy.
And you'd be right here, Francis. But you know why you're not right here?
And then I
Because I
would
said, how's 9:30 tomorrow morning, and you, at
You know,
that
I
point,
gotta stop you right
did
there. I
one
gotta
or
stop
three-
you right there. Save that dog. Pick it up. Save it. What is wrong with you?
You don't disrespect Mammy.
Don't joke about shit like that. What's the matter with
Do
you?
you see what he's saying? Where are you?
Go on.
Next!
That was all of our questions for tonight. if we'd like to talk a little bit about who won.
Wow.
Yes. Let's talk a little bit about who won. Now, the person who won tonight, again, how we did this is before we film, we read over all the questions. Each one of us, me, Del Bell, Fat Boy, and when Chris P. Cream is here, either one of them, they are involved too. We read off all the questions, we each write down individually so the others can't see, and if we have a unanimous vote, that person wins. If all of us pick a different person, then we have a drawing where Bri, who's sitting over there right now and is crying because he's not going to be part of this show because we don't need a drawing.
Unanimous.
He would come over and he would pick one of those three people that we picked
Correct.
as the winner. Tonight, 2 out of the 3 picked the same one. I picked a different one. Fat Boy and Del Bell picked the same one, so that person wins the $10 gift card and the autograph picture of the crew. And that person is the one, the only,
Fran from Whiting,
Whiting.
New Jersey.
Francis from
Jersey,
Jersey.
and you got a seat right here.
And you have a seat right here. So here's what we're going to do,
Anytime you're
Francis,
ready.
because you have such a hard time keeping up with conversations. If you could send your address, an instant message to either Fat Boy, Del Bell, or myself,
For real.
we will send you in the mail. You're not getting this handed to you, Francis. Don't think, oh, bubbles
No,
coming out my
I
head. We're a bunch of
show
clowns. No,
up,
this
they'll
has to
give
be in
it
the
to
mail.
you.
You must send us your address. We will send you a $10 gift card and autographed picture of this motley crew. Also, if you would like to continue on the texting from last night, we would like you sitting right here next week next to Del Bell and myself. We would love that,
We would
Francis.
love to.
But you got to make the move
You're,
because
you're more than welcome.
after that back and forth text from 15 minutes yesterday, Francis, and when it finally cut off just like that, only 1 of 3 things could have happened, Francis. You either went into a coma, had a seizure, or died. That's the only things that could explain why that just cut off right like that. What else could have happened?
I can't think of anything.
It can't be that she became
saw you
uninterested.
in the shower.
Yeah, I don't think it could be that she came uninterested either.
No, Anthony saw me in the shower.
Oh, Anthony.
Anthony.
sorry.
No, he
Anthony.
just sent her pictures
Anthony.
and talked about the shower.
I just talked about the shower.
Oh.
Yeah,
pictures
you,
she
you
sent.
don't want to see that. That's
The
why.
pictures she sent.
And those episodes, that's why I'm no longer in those episodes because I can't get involved.
Plus, she feels
Because I would have to tell the truth.
she feels
And-
very under the weather sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Especially when it comes down to that stuff.
we're going to close out the show tonight, but on a serious note, as we mentioned the other night, 2 music legends we lost. Helen Reddy and Mac Davis. Well, now we have lost 2 more music legends. Van Halen at the age of 64 from cancer, and Johnny Nash, the singer. What I think he's best known for is "You Can See Clearly Now." The song "You Can See Clearly Now." 80 years old. Both of them, rest in peace. Everybody join us tomorrow night when the 2 Swamis will be here. Bharatita Swami and his lovely wife
Auntie Bazao.
will be here. And also tomorrow night is going to be a little something special for you. We have back to Fat Boy and a little bit of Halloween and all, but we have 2 little goblins or ghosts that may be on that show tomorrow night. So make sure you join us tomorrow night. I think that's about it. So before I end tonight, because it is the 9,000 Days of Halloween, okay? And after each show, I will give out treats as I did last night. So here, candy for Fat Boy, candy for Del Bell, candy for Bri, candy for everybody.
Yeah, we just killed my dogs.
Pibbity, popcorn player. Everybody have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow.
Trump, what do you want? For I want peace in my life.